Borrowing multiple times. In this example, I am going to cover two scenarios of when you would have to borrow multiple times in a subtraction problem. On the board, we have 144 minus 66. The first step is to begin in the ones column, 4 minus 6. We cannot subtract 6 from 4 because 6 is actually bigger than 4. Therefore, we must first borrow from the next number in the tens column. We're going to borrow 1 from the next number here in the tens column. To borrow, I'm going to cross out 4 because I am borrowing 1. So we're going to borrow 1 by crossing out 4, and 4 becomes 3. And the 1 we just borrowed goes here over the 4. And now we can subtract because 4 is now 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. Let's continue. Next, we have 3 minus 6. 3 cannot take away 6 because 6 is actually bigger than 3. So we must first make 3 big enough to subtract 6. Therefore, we have to borrow 1 from the next number in the hundreds column. First, we're going to cross out 1, and 1 becomes 0. And the 1 we just borrowed goes here over the 3. And now we have 13. And we can subtract 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7. And we're done. Our answer is 78. 144 minus 66 equals 78. Our next example is 513 minus 48. Let's begin subtracting in the ones column. 3 minus 8. 3 is not big enough to subtract 8 because 8 is actually bigger than 3. In order to make 3 big enough to subtract 8, we must first borrow 1 from the number in the tens column. Let's borrow. To borrow 1, I'm going to cross out 1 in the tens column, and that 1 becomes 0 because we just borrowed 1. And the 1 we borrowed goes here over the 3. And now 3 is big enough to subtract 8 because 3 is now 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. In the next column, let's subtract. We have 0 minus 4. We cannot subtract 4 from 0. So in order to make 0 big enough to subtract, we have to first borrow 1 from the number in the next column, the hundreds column. So we're going to borrow 1 from 5. We must cross out 5 because we're going to borrow 1. And 5 will become 4. And the 1 we just borrowed goes here over the 0. Now we can subtract. We now have 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. In the next column, we have 4 minus nothing. 4 minus nothing is 4. Our answer is 465. 513 minus 48 equals 465. And that was our last example. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful math tutorials. Thank you guys.